Okay, I think everything's working right. Welcome back, you guys. Okay, it is. Okay. So as you guys know, I was having CPU issues. Oh, I didn't turn on my lights. I was having CPU issues. So I had to change some settings on. Also, welcome back. I had to change some settings on my Steam Labs. So I can no longer see myself on my Steam Labs. I can only, it just says display performance mode. That's all it says, which is fine. We're okay with that. But I can see myself on my phone apparently. I didn't know that. I'm not technologically savvy. I struggle with the most simplest of things. So it looks like I'm working. It sounds like my audio is audioing, which is good. Okay. Those of you that were here last stream, you know, we had to start over on our story for Hollow Knight Silksong. I'm not good enough to get through the game without at least being able to heal. I can get through without using my tools. I can do that. You know, it is what it is. I still didn't turn on my lights. But having no ability to heal, I'm not about that life. I'm not good enough of a player to get through my game like that. So, you know. No, I'm not muted. I checked my audio. Okay, so it looks like everything is working except my controller. My controller never fails. Let me know if I sound okay for you guys. Okay, there we go. Oh, also I told you guys last time I do collect Skull Panda plushies. My husband, because they are expensive, especially the limited edition ones, he let me get the new Wednesday one. I had to protect it from the rain, so they put it in this box. And the box broke. Look at how cute it is. I'm gonna put it back on the big screen. Look at how cute it is. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it. Oh, she is so adorable. Look at that. She's the new Wednesday Skull Panda one. Come on. Isn't she so cute? I got the first version when they dropped it. So they changed the uniform for them. This is the original one. I'm keeping the plastic on the front just because like I don't want it to get scratched. Look at how cute she is. Oh. So my husband saw that it came out and he's like, you should go get that one. I'm like, really? Are you sure? He's like, yeah, you'll love it. I was like, all right, cool. So I have both of them. I have this one and I have this one. Look at that. Oh, they're so cute. Sorry, I got distracted. I know we're supposed to be playing a game. But I was just so excited because I wasn't expecting to get it. Yeah. Oh, she's upside down. Right there. Sorry, I do have a mommy pooch. I have 3 kids. You know, it happens, unfortunately. All right, here we go into Silksong. Like I said, I did have to start over on this file only because, like I said, not having the ability to heal, not my cup of tea, I can tell you right now. So, I think I'm almost where I need to be caught up. That's fine. That's fine. I just need to complete some quests before I go into Act 2. Dang, I'm so dumb. I have not really bought any maps from Chakra. Chakra? No, I think that's right. I bought this one map of Farloom. And I think it's just like the general, like the first map. I've been running off of memory ever since. Okay, I'm trying to remember where all these are. So I do need to do Queen. I won't be here for long since it's near midnight again, so I'll hurt my fingers again. We're already at 2,000 likes. You're so funny. Girl, if you need to go to bed, I'm not going to stop you. You know, a rested queen is a good queen, you know? That's how we get up around our day. Okay, let's see if I remember where these guys are. I think I do. Stab. Up. I'm gonna say, yeah, I know where this one is. Jump, jump. Damn it. I know they're not in here. Nah, I don't want to go to bed. Low-key school scares me. You know what? Same. I was not the academic type. School was not my cup of tea. Dang, I can't hit today. Okay, it went up. And kids these days are mean. Like, I don't know what it is. Oh, I don't have double jump. I don't know if it's just because, like, nobody knows what fucking around and finding out now is. Because, you know, we're no longer allowed to, like... I'm not saying go around and, like, just hit people. Because we don't condone that kind of behavior. But, like... if somebody's picking on you and, like, being mean, I think you might have a little bit of a right to, like, give them a couple, you know, just a little bit. But nowadays, if you retaliate in any kind of way against your bully, you get in trouble, which I don't think is fair. Because then you're not learning the actions to your consequences, so... that might not be why you're scared of school. I'm just saying... kids nowadays got it hard. They're not allowed to defend themselves. Granted, I did go to a continuation school. So, hi, welcome to the chat. I'm doing peachy. Nothing really to complain about. Oh, dang it. I'm gonna die. All because this little guy decided to join the fight. That guy can still reach me. Since my physics teacher set me up to sit with my... oh. Okay, but to be fair, does your physics teacher know that that's your ex? Or are they like blindsided and they're just like, oh, just sit next to this random person, you know? Oh, crap. Dang it. Oh, Mr. Flea. I know I'm in the middle of a battle. But, you know, a good flea free. Oh, my God. Ah, that's... that sounds like a conflict of interest. Also, I would think they can get in trouble for that. There was a show recently that I watched, like a clip of, and there was a kid that basically didn't know, like, boundaries. And because all the teachers were siding with them because, like, they were a little bit special, they're like, yeah, they don't know any better. It's like, okay, but, like, I'm still uncomfortable and this is still not okay. And you're basically saying that it's okay for them to treat me like this. Like, that's not fair. Like, that's not okay. Like, I would think you probably don't want to start shit, but like, you might need to escalate that to the principal. Just because, like, if they're willing to do that to bend the rules for their nephew, you don't know what else they're willing to bend the rules for. And then if they're going to be that unethical in a school place, you don't know what other unethical things they're doing, you know? And I know it's super duper cliche because people are like, oh, you know, if they're doing it to you, they're probably doing it to somebody else. But like, I know it's cliche, but honestly, it is a little true. Because how many times have they gotten away with doing something they're not supposed to because nobody, like, either complained or said something about it, you know? Coincidentally, I was just in the principal's office for my daughter on Saturday. The teacher has his own boundaries, or the ex has his own boundaries. Because just because he has his own doesn't mean he shouldn't respect other people's, you know? Dang, I was telling a story and I forgot. The mind of a goldfish. I was actually just in the principal's office on Saturday. They had me come in on Saturday. If you're here for one of my other streams, I had to leave early because this little kid stole my daughter's watch, and we use it to keep track of her. Not because like she does anything bad. She's only in first grade. But with everything going on in the world, we just feel better knowing where she is. Nah, he wouldn't do everything for my ex, since where I live, like, not everything can be done. Okay. Darn it, my flower. My water. Okay, that's good at least. At least you know at the end of the day, like, he has a little bit of moral, but still, the fact that he let him get away with that's not okay. I had to stop stream early because I was getting phone calls from my daughter's, oh my God, watch, and she knows to only use it in an emergency. And we're like, okay, that's weird. And I kept getting phone calls. And eventually I left and I had, shards. Okay, I'm not full. I had to go get it. So I went to that's a whole story. Anyway, the kid basically stole my daughter's watch again. And, the throwing game's here already. Okay. Oh my God, my goldfish brain. She's not braining. The kid stole my daughter's watch again. So not only did he steal it, he took it to the after school program. And since there was already an issue, the teachers knew, hey, this isn't his. We need to take it. So they took it. And so they were getting ready to turn it into the main office. And the child decided that they were going to take it back. Did y'all catch him? Yes, we did catch him. So the child decided to take the watch back after the teachers had it up in the cubby. And so he decided when nobody was looking to take it, but they knew it was him. So they went back to him and they're like, hey, I don't know what his name is. We're just calling him. I had a mean word to say about him. We're just calling him Little Kid. Little Kid was like, no, you can't take it from me. And they're like, what do you mean? We just took it for you. And he's like, no. It's invisible. You can't take it because it's invisible. Ricardio. He's like, you can't take it because it's invisible. They're like, okay, it's ringing. So, how long have you been streaming on Twitch? I've been streaming on Twitch for probably 5 years, but I have been inconsistent. So, it's been 5 years, but it's only been like 3 or 4 months out of the year because I've had kids. So, I would start streaming and then I'd get pregnant and then I wouldn't be able to stream anymore. So, Anyways, back to the story. He's like, no, it's invisible. You can't take it. They're like 2 years of Rain Road. Listen, so probably I have a lot of hours in that game. So he's like, you can't take it. It's invisible. They're like, we can see it. He's like, no, invisible. And everybody's like, okay. So the principal called me in because she's like, technically, because we took it away once and he took it again and we took it away twice. In that same day, he caused his third strike. So now we need to progress to have a meeting with his parents. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. His parents weren't there. I was the only one there. They were telling me basically the next escalated step would be to schedule a meeting with his parents. And, is there anything that I would like to do about the situation? I'm like, honestly, obviously this little kid doesn't know boundaries. And the teacher continued to say, oh, well, your daughter really shouldn't bring this to class because it can be a distraction. And, obviously this little boy has a fascination with this watch. So, maybe she should leave it at home. And I'm like, she is not leaving this at home with everything going on in the world. We feel better that if she needs me. So her watch, by the way, has a school function. So she can't play any of the little games on it. She can only see the time on it. And that's about it. And make emergency calls. Which she is really good at actually not just fiddling with it. And I know this because she's had the watch. Little bastard. I'm talking about the bug, by the way. I'm not saying that about. I'm not saying it out loud about a little boy. We're not going to call him a little bastard online where people can hear me. Dang, I got distracted because I'm still super peeved about the little boy. They're like, so she should really leave it home. I'm like, listen, my daughter, by the way, skipped a grade. She was in TK. She skipped kindergarten and went to first grade. In TK, she had the watch all year and not one issue with it. Not she's making a bunch of phone calls. Oh, she's being a distraction during class. Nothing. But all of a sudden, a little boy can't, for some reason, understand what isn't his he shouldn't touch. Now she needs to leave it at home. I forgot my moral of the story. 1 second. So I'm talking to the principal and the teacher, and they're like, yeah, now we're gonna, we need to involve his parents by starting a meeting. And I'm like, okay, well, this probably should have been done earlier. And they're like, oh, well, the first time you were involved, you said that you didn't really want to progress further. And I'm like, I did say that. I did. I'll admit to that. But I only said that because I was hoping it would be a, first time it happens, shit happens. I can forgive a first time. He did it a second time, but he did his third time in the same day. So, and he progressed by being like, no, it's invisible. So he knew he wasn't supposed to have it. He knew. There's no question about it. So the principal's like, yeah, and hopefully this little boy obviously needs help learning boundaries and not to just touch things that aren't his. And I'm like, I totally agree. New York shenanigans. I'm in LA. This is not New York shenanigans. I'm in LA. We're completing quests, by the way. That's why I'm running around. So, mind you, as a kid, I remember if somebody would have taken my stuff or vice versa, you would have gotten the shit kicked out of you by whoever it was you were taking the shit from. And so, same texture, different city. you know what? With the shit that's going on in downtown LA right now, like, I can't argue with that. That is a fair statement there, Soul. Also, I had a question because I was thinking about it last time. I know I didn't have audio, but how did you know that I was yelling specifically at you? That was my question, by the way. What is your Twitch? Dang, what is my Twitch? Jenny Bunny Bun. So I had it. It's basically the same name. I cannot add my link tree until I have 1,000 followers, which is fine. I'm okay with that. I'm sorry. I got a text from Twitch and this man. It's this exact same picture, by the way. If you're wondering, like, oh, which one she is, the exact same profile picture on TikTok is what I have on Twitch. Yeah, I remember if I would have taken some shit from a kid, they would have fucking kicked the shit out of me. Like, there was no ands, if, or buts about it. And then, so my daughter progressed to tell me some little boy kicked her in the stomach last time. So 2 incidents have happened, and they will not give me the little boy's name. And I'm not sure if it's the same little boy that's taking her stuff or not, but, like, it's not okay. So one kid kicked her in the head. They said it was a little boy. And then she came home, and she had a bruise on her abdomen, like a small little bruise. I'm like, you know, what happened? Like, why is that on your stomach? The fact that you knew I was yelling at you, though, like, astonishing for me. She's like, oh, so-and-so kicked me and it was a little boy's name. And I'm like, is that the same person that hit you in the head that last time? And I can't remember if she said yes or no. I think she said baby. She doesn't remember. Because, like, the incidents were, like, months apart. And, you know, little kids in school. She's only in 1st grade, which I understand. And so I'm like, next time somebody hits you, I don't care if it's a little boy, a little girl, you either smack them in the head or you kick them in the nuts. Like, you need to defend yourself. She's like, but mommy, they're gonna get hurt. I don't give a fuck if they get hurt. If they're hurting you consistently, hurt them back, Scarlett. Like, hit him, kick him in the nuts. She's like, but mommy, what if I get in trouble? And I'm like, listen, if you get in trouble, if I go in and you're in trouble and they tell me that, you know, Scarlett escalated something X, Y, and Z, I'm like, okay, well, what happened? And they're going to be like, oh, well, this little boy was picking on her, but, you know, because it's the same thing they always say, violence is never the answer. You know, you don't want to escalate to violence. I'm like, fuck that. This has obviously been a problem. So you're telling me she's in trouble for kicking the shit out of him, but he's not in trouble because she did that in response to him? If you expel her, I can tell you right now, she's going to have the time of her life because 1, I'm going to take her out to get ice cream. 2, we're probably going to go to Knott's Berry Farm. And 3, she's not going to be grounded. If she stays home, it's going to be a mini vacation. Well, I'm just curious. Do you like art? I wouldn't say I don't like art. I'm not like a connoisseur of art. Like, I can't be like, oh yeah, you know, the brush stroke and the precision that they took in this, you know. You have to report each case. Otherwise, they won't take it seriously unless it's on record. So apparently, the office has record of it. But the response from the office was, you know, kids roughhouse. Things happen. It was an accident. It's like, okay, but it's happened more than once. You seem like a very good parent. And I don't mean this in any kind of disrespect. Bitch, thank you. I don't know if it's just because I'm a parent of toddlers, but anytime I get good criticism as a parent, it's like, well, thank you, bitch. I needed to hear that today. Also, welcome to the chat. Oh, I did not see the follow. Thank you for the follow. Anytime somebody tells me I'm a good parent, because I don't know if it's just because, like, I have PTSD and I've had depression. On the inside, I feel, man, I'm not even playing my game. I'm so sorry, you guys. That's the main reason why you came here, but I got sidetracked on this monologue of stuff that happened to my child. I think it's just because, like, inside, I don't know if it's just a mom thing. We just feel like we're constantly failing and like the worst parent. But I'm like, I might be the worst parent. But if fucking somebody fucks with you, I will have your back 100%. No, I will. If you tell me that they're in the wrong, you better not be lying to me, because I'm gonna fucking fight tooth and nail for you, kid. And if I find out after that you lied to me, I don't even care what it is. If you lied to me and they were actually in the right, then we're gonna have a problem. But if you're telling me without a shadow of a doubt, mommy, they kicked the shit out of me and I did nothing about it, I will fight for you. Welcome back, Rocky. Like, I will fight their parents for you. Like, there's no question about it. Like, I will. And you know, the funniest thing is, when it comes to myself, I know I seem super duper like on stream, but as an individual going outside, if I'm with my friends, I will not ask for a damn thing. Like, if there's a waiter coming in and they forgot my fries, I'm not gonna say anything about my fries. I will be like, hey, can you tell her that they didn't bring my fries, please? Like, you know, thank you. And my friends will ask for me. But if somebody forgot like my friend's fries or their food, or if somebody like shoves them, I'm like, excuse me, bitch. You forgot their fries. Or, hey, you don't bump them. You gotta like apologize. Like, if it's anything that's not myself, I'm fucking loud as fuck. But for me personally, I will not stand up for myself. I'm a shy cucumber when it comes to that. Not even a little bit. You fucked up my order, I will not tell you a damn thing if I'm by myself. My friend will tell you because I whispered it to them, but I personally will not say anything. So yeah, that was the whole nonsense with my daughter's watch in school, and apparently this little boy's picking on her. So they do have it on record in their records. And apparently they don't do anything unless it escalates further. Or if she like super duper gets hurt. Which I don't know if that's just like the new way like schools deal with things. Because I remember my teacher like pulling me aside and like grabbing me and it's like, you know, that is not okay behavior. Like, you need to do X, Y, and Z. And I remember being dragged to the office by my teacher sometimes. And like I said, I don't know if it's just this like new generation of how teachers handle things or whatnot. But that's just what I remember. And again, fuck around, find out. You found out. Ah, damn it. Oh, fuck. Hold on, I gotta heal. Oh my god, this little fucking thing's gonna kill me. It's a new thing. Schools protect bullies now. So, I always thought that was weird because, like, their whole policy is, like, non-bullying, right? Like, that's not okay, X, Y, and Z. But when it comes to actually defending the person that's getting bullied... Oh, am I still full cam? It's because I wasn't in the fight before. So, I don't know, because, yeah, I don't know. Like, that just doesn't seem right, and it seems like half-assed backwards to me, and it just doesn't make sense. Like, progressively, you know? Criminals have more rights. I know. I feel the same way. So again, those... Oh my god! I don't understand how it reached me. My high school teacher called my whole class a racist Nazi over a history lesson. IDK, what it is with people. My high school teacher called my whole class a racist Nazi over a history lesson. How does that make sense? That's weird. So, I don't know if you caught what I said earlier, bathrooms? No correlation. You have me confused there. What are you drinking? Water. Good old H2O. Water. Water. Why is your teacher calling? That's my question. That's what but it says no correlation, so it raises more questions. Sorry, TikTok, if you can't see Twitch chats. They're talking about different things, but it's water. I also have this for like my sugar kicks. This is sea moss lemonade mixed berry. Sea moss is supposed to be like good for your digestive system. I'm not advertising. I'm just telling you what I'm drinking and why I personally drink it. It's supposed to be good for your digestive system. Granted, the drink does have a lot of sugar, but it's supposed to be good for you. And I like the flavor, so, you know. Also, if you guys are liking our talking shenanigans, make sure to hit that follow button. You know, hit that follow button. How about you say water in British accent? Hold on, I think I have to say the whole sentence. A bottle of what? A what? What? No, I can't do it. I tried. You're gonna make the British mad at me. A bottle of wood? Otter? Wood? Nah, we're just gonna keep it at that. Basically, people were vandalizing my school bathroom and she crashed out. What? Bottle of what? I can say agua. ¿Quieres some agua? Dang, did I not find this one yet? But why would that make them Nazis? Like, I would say vandal, little hoodlums. Hoodlums is a good one. Or, delinquents. Y'all are a bunch of delinquents. By the way, I said I went to a continuation school, which is basically a school for delinquents. I remember having a teacher. Man, she's old as shit. IDK. You can't say hoodlums anymore, by the way. Not politically correct. That doesn't... How is that a political word? It's like... Oh, God, I don't know. You, like, broke me there for a second. Hold on. My brain's a-braining. You broke my brain. I had a train of thought and it is now gone. God, what was that train of thought? Oh! We're talking about a bottle of what? Oh, I went to a continuation school, which is technically like a school for like... If you got kicked out of school, you went to a continuation school. And that's where I went. We had a teacher that came. She taught elementary school. And then she decided to go to high school. But a continuation high school. So high school enough, because kids are mean, is pretty hard. But she basically went where all the fucked up kids went. And it was one of those... I don't think she realized what she was getting into. We made her cry the first day. She was there. I didn't. I personally did not say anything, but I didn't help with the situation. And she was the nicest lady. She gave us snacks. Like, she was so nice. She did not deserve bring back belting kit students. I don't think they belted students. I think they, I think you're thinking about the nun rulers. But not saying that corporal punishment is like 100% the answer. But yeah, I mean, so here's the thing about it. Do you guys get hit when y'all didn't listen to any Did we get hit? No, they just called the cops. You've never been hit? Looking back, you should have. My mom hates it when I say this, but as a kid, I had corporal punishment. And I will say, like, a lot of kids, and I think a lot of it has to do because a lot of people don't know what is specifically, like, necessary for, like, what, like, each specific, like, circumstance. So people that did corporal punishment on their children, man, where am I going? Oh, I don't have a fucking map. Dang, I'm cursing a lot today. I would have been in a support of someone setting me straight. I would have been in support of someone setting me straight, even if younger me would be angry. So I think what a lot of it has to do, like I said, okay, here's the best example I can give. So my dog, he's passed now, but he was an old grouchy soul even when he was young. He wasn't on stream here because we had to put him down. He just got so old, like he had no quality of life when we had to put him down because he was just so old. He wouldn't get up to eat. He wouldn't get up to drink water. He wouldn't even get up to go to the bathroom. He would just lay there and like, so we had to put him down in case anybody's like, oh no, you shouldn't do that. No, he had no quality of life. He couldn't move. He couldn't poop on himself. Like, so the example that I have, so I sent my dog to obedience school because he was a husky, and for those of you that know huskies, they have a tendency that once they get out, they don't stop running till you physically catch them. So he went to obedience school, and I paid however much I paid at the time. This was probably like 8, 9, 10 years ago. This was a while ago. So when he came back, they gave me the best way I can describe it, it was a shock collar, but it had 2 settings. So the shock was for like absolute emergencies, and it had a vibrating setting that was more of like, oh, this is your warning. You should probably not do what you're doing, right? So he went through that. So my dogs, because I never abused the collar, I only used it when I absolutely had to. I had 2 huskies. So I saw the training that my older husky had and the training that my newer husky that I basically gave her on my own. I could take both of my huskies out for a run and they would not leave my side unless I told them, there are specific commands, but I would basically say like break, and they would like get a break from like having to listen to me until I called them. As soon as I called them, if I so much as tapped the side of my leg or if I snapped my fingers, they would run back. And if they were too far to hear any of that, oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you. I'm sorry. I know I'm rambling when I was going to play. If they were too far to hear either the thigh slap or the snap, I would whistle. They would look at me and I would whistle again to show, yes, I called you. They would come right back, and each one knew where they were supposed to sit. One was on the left and one was on the right. They were amazing at that point. And so I took my younger husky. Her name was Kuro. She was a black and white husky. I took her out. We went somewhere. But my huskies were trained enough also, I could take them to restaurants and we would eat on the patio, and it didn't matter what dog would come in, how small, like anything. They would not get up and fuck with it. If the dog came up to them, then we would have a problem. Like, if I called them, they would sit as much as they could, but if the dog bit them, they were going to fight their dogs. There's only so much I could do. So my younger husky, we went out and we were out and about, and I had her shock collar in it. You could see it was bright orange. And this woman she went up to me and she goes, that's so inhumane. How could you do that to your dog? That's so uncalled for. Like, you shouldn't have your dog. And I'm like, why not? She's like, because you have a shock collar. And I'm like, well, yeah, but I only use the shock collar when, like, absolute emergencies. Like, nothing can condone that. That's not okay. And I'm like, listen, because she had her little dog, and her little dog was, like, pulling on the leash, fucking, like, trying to get fucking anywhere, right? Little white dog, just fucking, like, fucking, that was the dog. And I'm like, listen, so my dogs were on a leash. If we left both of our dogs out and they saw a car run, your dog is probably going to run out of the middle of the street. Mine won't. And if, God forbid, they were going to run out of the street and they decided not to listen to me, if I hit that collar button, they're going to stop in their tracks and not get hit by a car. I'd rather have a well-behaved, alive dog than a wild, loose, dead dog. And I know not a lot of people are going to agree with that specific statement, but my dogs, I didn't have to worry about them. Oh, fuck, they're going out in the middle of the street. They're going to get hit by a car. They knew better. And you know how well I was with the shock collar? If I even so much, because I had them in a specific spot, if I brought the shock collars out, I don't know about a lot of you, but a lot of people that have shock collars, and if you've been in their home, as soon as they grab it, the dog fucking bolts. Like, they want nothing to do with that. Nothing. If I got my shock collars, both of them, and I went to the front door, they would instantly come tails wagging and sit waiting for me to put them on, because that meant we were going to go on a walk and they didn't have to have a leash. Not that they didn't listen with their leash, but they like just being out and about, because then they get to roam when they got the opportunity. My dogs, if they saw the shock collar, tails wagging, sitting, I shit you not, excited to go out. That's how you know you trained them properly and you did the techniques and the discipline properly. And I think that's when it comes to thinking of, like, with corporal punishment. A lot of people don't know how to do corporate punishment or use it. Not that there's a correct way to do it or, like, there's lessons, but a lot of people overcorrect and it gets kids scared. Just like with dogs, a lot of people overcorrect and don't know what they're doing, and now their dogs are terrified of it. That's my example with, like, why it does but does not work. Because a lot of people don't know how and they take it too far, is my example, and the story that the woman needs to become aware and realize not everything is sunshine and rainbows. Exactly. Because the world isn't perfect. Things happen. And I would rather my dogs know better and understand not what their roles are, because that sounds really mean, but it's also like teaching a toddler, like, hey, look both ways before you cross the street, so that they know I need to look out for cars. Dogs, unfortunately, do not understand the same way we do, so they get taught a different way. Yes, there are different ways of teaching your dog. Yes, there are less invasive ways in teaching your dog. Specifically with huskies, a lot of times those ways don't work. I lost my train of thought. Again, the mind of a goldfish. So that's just what I had to do specifically for my situation, and it worked. My dogs were well behaved, well trained, and they knew exactly what they could and couldn't do. Out and about specifically. Because yes, they're dogs, they're not perfect. They are gonna come with their flaws. Does it say that it's Rain World? No, it says Silk Song. You got me questioning everything now, soul. Was the category not Silk Song? I don't know how to check the category. Listen, you guys, what? No, it says Silk Song. Oh, you made me question. Change of topic. Like, you're asking for a change of topic? Would you rather be deaf or blind? Dang, that's a hard one. Deaf or blind? I think I would rather be deaf. Also, this isn't the perspective because I'm a parent. I would want to see my kids' faces as they grow up and age. Like, you'd probably pick deaf. I'd rather be deaf. Like, not hearing their voices, like, not that you get over it, but not being able to see your kids' faces, like when they're excited or scared or just overall happy. Like, I don't know if you have kids, but I'd much prefer not hearing their voices. Not that I wouldn't love it. I'd rather much prefer not be able to hear than not being able to see, because I'd rather see them when you can tell when they're terrified or happy or all that stuff. When you're deaf, like, you can hear it, but like, I don't know. I think I'd rather be able to see it. I know I said earlier, like, I'm not an art buff, but I do like colors. Whoa, I'm already gonna die. Just personally, I'd pick deaf. I don't know if I got him. Ah! How do you reach me? Let's fight him before I get, like, off track again. Ah! Ah! I missed. This game looks like The Binding of Isaac. I've never played that game. This is the second game to the series. The first game was Hollow Knight. Oh, well, this is Hollow Knight, but this is Hollow Knight Silk Song. Silk Song was originally supposed to be a DLC, and it just got so big that they made it into a full-blown game. I highly recommend this game. It's probably one of my favorites. Oh, this. Fuck. I have, this is my third playthrough. I just had to start over because, I don't know when you got in here, or if you heard me explain earlier, the playthrough that I was doing like 2 streams ago, I lost the ability to heal, and I might be a decent player, but I cannot progress without the ability to heal. Like, I'm not that good. I'm a decent player at best. So I needed to start over because I did something to myself that I could not take back. Like, and the whole point of getting the thing that I wanted was to unlock one of the endings, and I was too far into the beginning of the game to be anywhere close. Got so big, devs got greedy. They charged $20 for this game. There's no greed. I just now got here from TikTok. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no, I had to completely start over because like right now, like, I'm fighting this guy, but I can still heal. Not being able to heal, like I said, I'm a decent player, but I'm not that good. Oh, okay. And I don't even have any of, like, they're called crests. It's basically like different blades that do different things and different amount of damages. I'm still just running off of the basic one. I have completed this game. I'm just going for an ending that I'm missing. I have 3 out of the 4 endings that they have. No, they did not get greedy. They only charged $20. The first game was $60. Like every other game, but they only charged $20 for no greediness for them. Can you get an ending that makes the game better? Oh my god, so. And this is how I think you're the only one I like it like with. So I think that's how you knew I was yelling at you. That's how you knew. I tried Sans no hit on Undertales on accident because I thought I had heals. Oh, does it not have heals? Like, there are some games that you kind of just have to run through, but like, or at least healing potions, like, but if you can't even give me that, like, that's not a game for me. You gonna buy him? You gonna buy Hollow Knight? Or you gonna, I don't have the fucking needle thing. I freaking was trying to do the thing. Also, it does mess me up because I keep thinking I have certain abilities when I don't. Hiya. What are you drinking? Oh, I think I already answered that. Oh, it's on Game Pass? Hollow Knight? Wait, Game Pass is Xbox, right? So I would... I don't know if it is or isn't on Game Pass. So, funny enough, I originally started playing the original Hollow Knight on the Nintendo Switch, and I will say, it is a completely different game. Not that it's different, it's just because, and I've said this before, if you have like a controller for the Switch, even if it's like the Switch, oh, okay. You made me lose my train of thought. Even if it's like a Nintendo brand controller that goes with the Switch, there is a little bit of a latency between the controller and the console. So you just had to get used to like the delay when you're playing, which eventually you get used to it because I have beaten the game. It was just hard. But I do highly recommend. And I know Soul was here last time I said this, and he's like, oh, the joke is so old, ha 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 ha. The running joke is for Silksong, so when you play the first Hollow Knight game, they give you like basically like an introduction of the game and how to play. And so the joke is like, Hollow Knight, push X, there's your how to play guide. Silksong, play the entirety of Hollow Knight, and then you'll get good at Silksong. But I will say from personally playing both of the games, yeah, Hollow Knight gets you prepared because like the mechanics are technically still the same. The only difference from the beginning is you get the downward slash. In the Hollow Knight game, you get a straight downward slash. Because you get so used to that, it is a little bit of a learning curve going straight from Hollow Knight to Silksong, and I will say that it did cause like a little bit of a disadvantage because it's so like engraved into your head how to play, but I still highly recommend both. I love both games. Again, I like both. I played both. I have so I actually went on a trip recently, and I was stuck at the airport for a couple of hours, and I actually downloaded Silk Song. Gosh darn it, I hate this thing. To play at the airport. So I have both games on Switch and my PC. I've never played Little Nightmares. I will say I was considering it to be the new game I played. Sorry. My brain didn't appreciate that. That was I was planning to make that like my new game. Soul really wants me to play Dark Souls, and I didn't put the key in. I said if you are going to start, play 3. But isn't 3 the newest one? Don't I need to start off on... So I've heard the first one technically isn't the first one. The second one is a prequel to the first game. And then 3 is a sequel to the first game. But Tiny Nightmares is a prequel to the second game. So I wasn't sure what order I was going to play. And it sounds super duper confusing. So... but I did say if somebody bought Dark Souls for me, because I've refused to play it, I'll play it if somebody buys it for me. I haven't put it up my thingy for oh, I don't have enough yet. For people to send me games. I need to. I mean, I don't need to. It would keep me safe from people like Soul that just want to watch me suffer. So yeah. That was my next to do on what game I was gonna play next. Okay, I don't want the shards to go over the edge because the spikes do break everything. What else do I need to get? I think I need to get... Oh, I need to get Pilgrim Garbs. Oh, okay. From these guys. So again, I've never played a Little Nightmares game. This is just what I've heard because like people like reviewed on TikTok and stuff, and I have seen like a little bit of the gameplay. But yeah, that's just my what I had seen. And the game looks interesting, but it also looks confusing, so... Yeah, but Little Nightmares 3 is about being... It's about being understandable because it made few people who were just getting into it, like... Hold on. Yeah, but Little Nightmares 3 is about to be... So then is it a prequel or a sequel? No, I get it, because I swear, like, half of the time when I, like, try to describe things on here, like, I was talking about that drink that I was drinking. I'm like, I'm not advertising for them. I just like it. And you guys asked what I was drinking, but it sounded like I was, like, advertising for them. It's just I like them. Like, there's another company that I like because I like drinking Starbucks and stuff. And, like, any coffee drink, really. But I always get cold drinks, and they always, like, melt, right? So I have this thing called a Frost Buddy, and I can just slide my drink in. It kind of looks like this, but, like, bigger. I can just slide my drink in the top, and it keeps it cold for, like... I'll put ice in these things, like, not this one specific, but in my Frost Buddy, I would put, like, icy drinks in it, and it would still have ice. I would go to bed at, like, 8:30, and it would still have ice the next day in the afternoon, like, around, like, 12 or 1. It would still have ice. So, like, I would use them all the time. My kids have, like, thrown them around and, like, lost pieces of my Frost Buddy. so I haven't been using it as much, but I like love them. And honestly, because I've had like this is my water thermos that I use for water all the time. Can you make a NordVPN add to? I don't know what that is. So ha ha ha, joke's on you. I lost my train of thought. Hold on, my goldfish brain is working overtime. I'm thinking. What was I thinking? I don't know. I had no train of thought. So like I understand like talking about stuff and it sounds like an ad because it kind of sounds like one, but that's not what it is. I'm just telling you about something that I like. Oh, dang it. I was hoping they would die in the spikes. Oh god. Ah! What time is it where you're at? Oh, so what are you studying for, if you don't mind me asking? I am curious. 7-Eleven. Science. Oh, what kind of science? Like, I'm so sorry. Chemistry. Okay, I was gonna be like, it's like a biology. Is it like astrology, medical? There's so many sciences. Or is biology science? Algebra's math. Dang, I was terrible in school. Ugh, completely terrible in school. I'm like thinking, I'm like, wait, what? Ugh, that's cool. Well, hopefully you get to study good, and I hope you pass your test. Biology is math, by the way. Is it? Wait, isn't biology like about the human body? I feel like you're fucking with me. Damn it, I missed the chair. That doesn't feel right. I'm waiting for... Oh my gosh, a fucking... Oh, I was waiting for a response. Where am I? Concrete answer which science, by the way? But your streamer brain. What? Goldfish brain. We've been through this. Goldfish. Worst memory. Whew. Fucking... Oh my god, what the fuck? Leave goldfish out of it. Why are we leaving the goldfish out of it? Are you saying the goldfish can remember more than me? You know, I did hear once that somebody was, I will not stand for the anti-goldfish propaganda. I mean... You're not wrong. Damn it, I fell in the hole. And there should be a guy on the floor. Then I died this way. I think I'm full, yeah. And I have enough shards too. Dang, I just remembered I was going this way to get the stupid bench. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. There we go. Okay. So, we gotta go to town, because I gotta... Ah! Turn stuff in. Why is everything propaganda? I wonder if he'll follow me down here. Okay, let's see. For those of you who know, I stream when the baby sleeps, and if you see me looking this way, it's because I'm looking at his baby monitor. He is still asleep. Okay, so then they're gonna build their little bridges. Okay, so I think, imagine spying on your baby and not giving them privacy. I need to make sure he's okay. What do you mean? Oh my God, you just reminded me. There was a study or something, or this is how they learn how to hide stuff. He's a baby. I need to make sure he doesn't roll over and go, you know? They do that. There was a study or something showing, because people were like, you know, babies can't give you consent, so you can't change their diapers without the baby giving you consent. And it's like, not saying that those people are a little, you know, but a newborn baby physically cannot give you consent. They're like, once you make eye contact, the baby has given you consent. I'm sorry. If my baby shit himself, I'm not gonna wait for the baby to give me eye contact. Babies can't give consent. What the fuck? Okay, the baby's not gonna give me the consent regardless. What's my next quest? Hold on. Before I ramble. So, they're like, the baby has to make eye contact with you for... Oh, I gotta fucking get that thing. Okay, I gotta go to Greymore. To make eye contact with you for a prolonged period of time, and then that's the baby giving you consent, so you can change. I'm like, the baby's... Like, you're lucky if the baby makes eye contact with you. Like, some creep shit right there. I was like... I don't know. I feel like people just like to find new things to just... I don't know. It's just all different kinds of strange, and maybe it just doesn't make sense to me. But since when do parents need consent to be parents? That's a super sensitive topic, because there's like a whole thing about that nowadays. But I will say, like you said, there were probably times as a kid that you needed somebody to fucking, like, you know, tell you what's for. No, that's fine. You're like, whoa, don't put me in the same category as those people. No. I know you're joking. Like, out of most of the things, like, I can tell usually when you're being sarcastic through the text messages. I don't know. I think people just, either they want to find something that makes them now unique, or they just want to start new things to argue about. Like, I just feel like that specific topic is, like, not it, honestly. And there's other topics I can go on, but... So, you know what? No, we're going to leave that alone. So, yeah, just babies and diapers and waiting for consent to change the diapers. Like, Personally, to me, that's kind of crazy. Like, that's a little crazy. Where am I going? Oh, I gotta find the birds. Because I don't want to get, like, canceled or, like, in trouble. Because, like, I think that's another thing. People aren't really allowed to, like, say... automatically goes to, like, a cancel culture. And not that it isn't, like, that deep, because people are not entitled, but they have a right to their beliefs and, like, what they believe in. And not saying that everybody doesn't. But I remember growing up as a kid, and me and my friends wouldn't see eye to eye on certain things. But that wouldn't be, like, the end of the friendship. We just wouldn't agree on that specific topic or that genre or whatever. Steam died and it's back. Oh, did it? Really? Is it still dead? Sorry, for those of you on TikTok, we do get, like, issues. I don't know if it's a connection issue or whatnot, or if it's, like, just a client issue. Because I'm not getting any alerts, but it's saying that I lost audio. Well, somebody's saying that I lost audio. That's really weird. Let's see. Dang, that's a terrible spot for it to freeze. La 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 la. Yep, we lost audio. Okay. I'm gonna end stream. I don't know if it killed audio in TikTok. Last time it didn't. I don't know how to see my thingy on TikTok though. Ooh, that's loud as fuck. I think I have TikTok Studio. I do. I'm not gonna lie.